Hello, good evening, this is Diecast Luna. I hope you're all doing well, and this evening's video is going to be basically looking at some more Matchbox that I picked up earlier on today from my favourite place. And also some good news there. He's actually got some more coming in, and I had a little look today. I haven't had a chance to buy any from the new stock yet, or should I say new old stock yet, but he has had some more come in. Some convoy trucks, and some other bits and bobs, so quite a bit there as well. Not as big a hoard as he had last time, but a good 100 pieces or so that's good news for me, because it means I can carry on doing my vintage Matchbox Mondays episodes for a while longer, at least easy to do it for a while longer rather than having to search. But anyway, I've got some more pieces from his shop and as it says in the title, vintage Matchbox, today's vintage Matchbox and more, and the more bits you will see at the end. So anyway, let's get straight into it. So the first piece, we'll just move this piece out of the way, is, it just says pickup camper, number 30, MB35. Now I've already got a variation of this, so here is the other variation I've got. It says Bigfoot livery on it, and I do really like this casting. I do like it quite a lot. I've got really into my sort of vintage pickup trucks at the moment. As I said before, this does come off. I'm just not going to remove it as it is quite tight, but it does come off. But again, this is in great condition, and yeah, so I'm not sure which. I think it's based on the Ford. I'm sure it's based on the Ford pickup. But anyway, let's take a look at the other piece that I've got. So we will open it up. And take a closer look. So obviously, straight away you can see it is in a different colour, completely different livery. And this one is supposed to be a camper type back, but it is exactly the same as the other one. I think that says Aspen Ski Holidays, but again in really nice condition. So very cool, and I'll see if this one's any easier to remove. Oh, this one comes off quite nicely, so you have got the choice. But they are very cool pickup trucks, really weighty, very cool looking pieces. And again, the top isn't faded at all, which is cool, so it hasn't been exposed to the sun. So there it is. So awesome metal base, metal body obviously, and again it should just say on the bottom, I think it just says mini pickup. Excuse me. So now I have two. And like I keep saying, I'm not usually a variation collector, but I think I should just admit to the fact I'm a variation collector. It seems to have happened. But anyway, so that's really cool. So that's the new version of this, or should I say another version of that. And then this one is interesting. So MB44 Citroen 15. And I didn't know this casting, to be honest, existed. And and the box has obviously seen better days, but that doesn't matter as we are going to open it up. So we'll open it up. Just bear with me. A little bit of box dust. So just 2 seconds. We'll just give it a quick clean. And here we are. So there it is in the black. Great colour. And it's got really nice clear glass, so you can see the interior really well, which is in a grey colour. But this is an awesome casting. Like I said, got a little bit of box dust, but that's because the top of the box is all gone. So, well, the box is gone really. So it has been letting the dust in, but I will give this a bit of a polish off camera after this has been filmed. The chrome's in great condition. But anyway, so this, it just says on the box that it's a Citroen 15, but its actual full name is a Citroen Traction Avant. I believe that's its full name, and the only reason I know that is because I have another model of this, but it's not by Matchbox, and it is a vintage piece. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. I thought it was a good excuse, excuse me, to get my other version of this out in black, but we will take a look at this or that in a minute. So as you can see, it has got like a little lump there, a little lump there, which is part of the casting. It's not a flaw in the paint, but it is a very cool piece. As soon as I seen this, I had to have it. Actual fact, now I'm looking at it, I think I have seen these before, but this is the first black one I've seen. So anyway, so very cool. These in real life, I think these are a 40s car, I think. But I know they came in many different engine sizes. But anyway, so that is the Citroen 15 from Matchbox. And let's now take a look at what I was actually on about earlier. So this is a piece I've had in my collection for about 2 years now, possibly. It is in 1 in 43rd scale. It's by a company called, as you can see, it's by Salido. But this is the older Salido. I'm just trying to see if it actually has any dates on it. But I got this from my friend's shop about 2 years ago. Who does, like I've said before, I've got an actual friend that has a large scale shop. He mainly sells 118 and 143rd. And he had an influx of these vintage Salidos. And when I say vintage, these are around about, like I said, when I got this was round about 25 year old. They are quite old. They may even be older than that. I'm not sure exactly how old they are, but they're not modern. But anyway, let's take a closer look. It's been a long time since I've had this out, so just bear with me. And let's take the case off. We'll take the, there we go, so that pushes in there. There we go. Try not to break the original case. And there it is. So it does say Citroen Monte Carlo, but this is because this is the version that went in the Monte Carlo Rally. It's funny, it's got sticky paint, and since it's been a long time since I've touched this car, when I first got it, I did try to clean it up. I did manage to get the stickiness off, but I don't know why it's sticky, because it doesn't look like it's been subjected to nicotine or dust, because that's usually what makes cars go sticky, is when they've been around somebody that smokes and dust has got to them. It can make them sticky, but I think it's just the type of paint. But like I said, this is quite old. I will leave down below the age that it is, but I'm sure it's these are a good 25 year old. Like I said, they are quite old. But anyway, I will take it off its base, so just bear with me for 2 secs. And there it is, off the base, and straight away it is a nice weighty piece. You can see it's got a roof rack with a spare wheel and tyre. And there you go, you've got I think it says, it's a little bit of zoom so you can see it properly. 1952. And it says 350, and it says 1952. Monte Carlo. So yeah, you've got some windscreen wipers there. But it is a really nicely made piece. Proper lens lights. On the back it hasn't, you can see my fingerprints, that's what I'm saying, the paint's got a bit tacky. It has got suspension, which is weird for a 1/43rd scale. Around this side you've got the window partially down, which is nice, and it's got a metal base as well. which is cool because most of them are plastic bases. But like I said, I'm not sure on the date on this. I'm surmising it's a good 20-25-year-old. It's not a spring chicken by any means, but it is a cool piece, and it does have, if you just bear with me, it does have the old bonnet that goes up on the sides there. So that's one side, and so we can get this side as well. There we go. And we have that side. So it's a very cool piece. You can see the battery back there. You can see what might be an intake manifold, or it might be the exhaust manifold. I'm not quite sure, so a little look this side. Possibly the exhaust manifold. But it was a good excuse to show this. Like I said, it is the same car as the Matchbox car, just a much better detailed model. But these are both Citroen Traction Avance, as far as I'm aware of. That is their full name. This particular version, I think, was made in about 1935, the road going version. They made them, as far as I'm aware of, up to about the late 1940s, early 1950s. I think this design, it was done in many different engine designs. This particular one is the Citroen 15-6, so I think it has the straight 6 engine in it. But anyway, something a bit different. So let's push that back down and then put the pieces back for today. So anyway, that is today's video. Something a bit different. Good news that the shop's got some more stuff coming, so that's great for me. As you know, because it's not been easy recently. I went out, I think it was yesterday, I popped out to try and get some modern Matchbox, and they've really gone up. You know, where I live, a place called Tesco's, where they're actually usually relatively cheap. They were $1.25 just over a year ago. Then they went up to $1.50, and now they've popped up to as far as £2 a pop now for a basic Matchbox, and a 9-pack is shot up in some shops to, sorry, not a 9-pack, a 5-pack has shot up to £9, and in some shops £10. And I'm starting to get to the stage where I'm actually thinking of not bothering to collect basic Matchbox or mainline Hot Wheels anymore, unless I see something that I really want. Because at the moment I'm getting things like this that's got some age to it and made well for £4 to £5 a pop, and I'd much rather spend my money on some of these vintage pieces and some of the new pieces that are out at the moment. But anyway, never say never. You know what this channel's like. I'm always doing something. But anyway, with that, please like, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for many more vintage pieces, wheel swaps, challenge videos, customs, and premium pieces, and all that good stuff to come. I've got an awesome challenge video up my sleeve. I may do it later. I may do it tomorrow. I haven't decided yet. But with that, I'll see you all very soon. Thank you for watching.